Hello, it's no one's favourite comic pack reviewer back again, like a sexually transmitted infection, to bring you the 4th comic pack review in a night. So yes, very consecutive uploads. This one is Jareal and Rohlan Dyer, the Entertainment Earth exclusive comic pack. That is another ridiculously overpriced comic pack. Comic pack. Now, these two exist in the Knights of the Old Republic era, obviously to give you a bit of context and to bore everyone to death. Obviously, Jareal and Rohlan Dyer blow up Flashpoint Station with whoever, who cares, no one knows, fuck knows, whatever. They do that. Rohlan Dyer and Shantique, Demagog's daughter, killed Demagog, who's like, I don't know, Harold Shipman, Star Wars edition, or Mengele, you know, Mandalorian Nazis. Yeah, there's your context. Real historians behind the camera. So, these are two incredibly and exceptionally detailed figures. They're both, I guess, articulated, but I have a particular grudge against these figures, which I will get. But let us start first with Rohlan Dyer. And yeah, this figure certainly isn't Dyer. Great comedy. So, obviously, as you can see, he has gouge marks in the armour, has a light blue body glove, green visor, the only Mandalorian with a green visor. He has these really incredible spikes on his left shoulder pad. These rings, these green rings on his shoulder gauntlets and his hand armour, if you want to call that, best thing since sliced bread. He has a very unique jetpack, obviously. He's trying to be chronologically subjective to the technology that was available at the time. So, yeah. Despite it being really heavy on the figure, which causes its issues to stand up, it looks really good. And I'm happy that they added this in. It slots in via this kind of pouch strap that adds on to his aesthetic. So, let's go and get on to the articulation. He has a ball-jointed head. See, my finger's pointing at his head. Ball-jointed shoulders, ball-jointed elbows, swivel wrists, swivel hips, ball-jointed knees, and nothing. He has a ball-jointed waist, though. So if you can see, look at that. Some mobility. Not too much. Yeah. About his head sculpt, pretty interesting. Pretty good, I'd say. He has this face paint. He looks like he needs therapy. He's giving you a 1,000-yard stare, and his hairline's a bit whack. But, you know, it's good. It's a unique head sculpt, obviously. It's nice to have a Mandalorian with face paint and a moustache. I mean, he's putting Barry Natmard's little goatee to composition, giving it a run for his money. I will review that figure eventually. But, yeah. Rohlan Dyer, great figure. He has a knife. So yeah, he's bringing a knife to a gunfight. A laser gunfight. 3,000 years before a galaxy far, far away, a long time ago. Earth is in Star Wars. But apart from that bullshit, you know. Let's get on to Jareal after we put his helmet back on. Without the nozzle disengaging. Yeah, that's another detail. He has a nozzle. Pretty nice. Looks like an actual spacesuit. If you can stand up. There we are. Jareal. Very pale woman. Very pale. Nice symbolic tattoos. Spatoos. Space tattoos, in fact. Little Star Wars handbag. Nice little staff. A few pouches, soft goods. And in terms of details, that's about it. Very rare, obviously, like Rohlan Dyer. I've seen some ridiculous prices for them, individually as well. Don't get me started on sealed. Obviously, it's not as expensive as, say, Mariel or Montrose or Ulic Eldroma and Exar Kun. You know, that's one thing or another, but it's still ridiculously overpriced, keeping with the general theme. So, if my voice breaks one more time, I'm going to get mad. So let's go over the articulation. Ball-jointed head. Ball-jointed shoulders, ball-jointed elbows, swivel wrists, nothing at the waist. And I am not peaking, swivel hips, ball jointed knees, and nothing like Rohlan Dyer, providing a really fucking annoying way to stand them up. And because this is my third take of the video, I don't know if I've said this before, but I like to display the figures without the stands for realism, I guess. But you know, great. It's just can't stand them up without them falling over at least 5 times before they actually stand in a position where I don't look like they're constipated. Especially Rohlan Dyer, he is a bastard when it comes to that. But apart from that, the figures, if you know, I highly recommend them. I know I haven't said that I wouldn't recommend a figure. Obviously, there's a bit of a personal bias as I am a Star Wars freak. But yeah, apart from their issues with standing up, and possibly people not knowing the context of their existence in the proper Star Wars universe before the Disney acquisition, I would say that these are not a must-have, but if you see them, and if they're a reasonable price, or if you want to go out and hunt for them, or if you want to pay through the nose for them, that's your choice. I mean, it's up to you. It's your money. Wish I had it. But there you go. This is a 4th comic pack review. And this is some outro. This is an outro. I'm going to turn the camera off now, or my iPhone camera off. So yeah, bye.